Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. I'm having a cup of tea. It's not a Tea With Me Tuesday, but I haven't been on in over a month, I think. But I think I felt like you deserve to hear what's going on. I got a picture of Mom up here on my computer. We have had, I think I showed you in a video where they are doing a reface of our building, and they started the other building last year, still not done with it yet, and now they're working on our building. They've taken off all of our balcony railings, and they're hammering, and they're taking out some of the brick from the building. And I'm on the end of this side of our building, so I've been lucky that the wind doesn't come around because of that blocking. Well, they're replacing the brick, they're drilling, they're hammering. Thank God Mom's almost deaf, but it still bothers her. But it drives me crazy, the noise. And because Mom loves going out every single day, it's great because it gives me an excuse to get the heck out of here. But the problem is they start at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and there's banging and hammering, and believe me, it's horrible. I can't open the windows. It's been hot these last couple of days. I think we hit a record high. I think it was 31 degrees today. I'm not sure. I forget what that is, Fahrenheit, but it's hot. And for May, we're hitting record highs. But I can't open any of our windows. Our balcony door is completely blocked. We can't go out there for many safety reasons, but also because they're working. And I can't open the windows on this side of the building because when they're working and they're drilling, there's a lot of dust. I had my window here open a crack the other day when it was cooler, and when I lived alone, I had my windows open. Like, I would open them all up every single day, get the fresh air. I always believed in creating good, air quality in my home. And here we haven't been able to do that. And I got dust, soot, because they're doing so much drilling. And this wall is against my neighbors. That's their balcony behind this wall. So any drilling that they're doing on the brick is affecting. It's loud, it's horrible. I can't work doing anything. Now, whenever I want to, do the floor, vacuum, do whatever, I'm doing it after Mom goes to bed. She's been staying up later and later. Tonight she went to bed at 6, 7 o'clock, I think. And it's just been horrible. And of course, I think I videotaped, we talked about the little squirrel babies and so on. All of my balcony junk is out here. I do have my air conditioner here that I may be putting in my bedroom a lot sooner. Now, thank heavens they're not working on that wall where my bedroom is. They're not working on the outside wall there, but they are working on that side of my bedroom. And anyway, I mean, it's loud. I tried to talk to my daughter today on, they were actually drilling the wall with the brick and everything, breaking it off and so on that side of my balcony, on my balcony level today, and my daughter could barely hear me, and I was in the other room. So needless to say, I have not had any thoughts of doing, well, I haven't shopped, believe me, I haven't shopped at Dollar Tree. Oh, I lie. I went last week because all of my cups with the straw, you know, those cups that we buy with all the different things, a lot of mine broke, I think through continuous use and washing and so on. Anyway, I went and bought myself one, and that's all I went in for. I went in, I got that, and I left. So I haven't been shopping for over a month at Dollar Trees or Dollarama or anywhere else. I'm having a cup of tea, and I do have to sip it because I haven't been talking a lot, so I get kind of a dry throat or whatever. So what is new? That is the biggie. And that is going to be throughout the summer. It is going to be horrible. So I have to get out every day with Mom, but I can only go for so long. We're not shopping. And, you know, I'll go get groceries. I'll take a little longer than usual to get groceries. What else have we been doing? Mother's Day. I had a lovely Mother's Day. Went to my daughter's. My son was working, but he wanted me to stop by on my way home to pick up a card that he had for me, and I got lovely pictures and so on. And I had a good time at my daughter's, but, you know, we're there like 5 minutes and Mom wants to leave, so thank God the kids are getting older. They started to engage her more, and her husband, and my daughter's mother-in-law. She's really great too with trying to talk with Mom, and when Mom gets that attention, she kind of blossoms a little bit, which is great. I don't remember what I've told you about Mom. She's very childlike. Occasionally she'll ask where other people are, like where are the others? So I don't know if, you know, in her imagination, going and visiting and so on and having people around, or when we're out shopping, that she kind of gets mixed up where she is, but she still has a great sense of humor. She still loves her baby in the picture here. She loves her baby, treats it like a child, talks to it, sings to it, hugs it. Now we take it out with us when we go out, although we leave it in the car when we're going into like shopping centers and things like that, simply because I don't want her to lose it or get it dirty or anything. So, and that doesn't seem to bother her too much. But when she comes back in the car, she's very, you know, glad to have the baby back. What else? I cut my hair about 4 inches off, and feels great. Although, yeah, I cut about 4 inches off. It was really getting, and I did it myself. I can't go to a hairdresser unless Mom's getting her hair done, and I'm a little afraid at this point how she'll react with getting her hair done. So I've been doing her hair. I trim it and so on. But for me to go, I mean, she can't just sit there. Like, I'd be afraid. I don't know. I don't think she'd wander off unless she, of course, sat beside us. We could do that, I guess. But anyway, I cut it. Who cares? You know, I cut it quite a bit of it off. And anyway, that's what else I did. I'm trying to think of other. I have not, I think, you know, there's been kind of a, I don't know. You know, when you're getting renovations done or you're getting things done and other people are doing it and you kind of have to, you're in the way and things like that. That's kind of the way I feel. I feel like I'm in the way, and I feel like it's never going to end. And it's, you know, they gave it from March, because it started in March, till November. But like I said, the other building, it's been over 1.5 years. I mean, so, I mean, And they haven't done all of them, because I was talking to my neighbor and she was saying, did you notice that the center ones that are on the other, I'm gonna do this, they didn't change anything on those. So I don't know if they are or not. I don't know. Maybe our building gets more, I don't know. I have no idea. Excuse me. I don't do a lot of talking at night. Anyway, so Mom, I have to assist her in everything. Although if I leave her clothes out, if Mom goes to bed really early, like if she goes to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock, she's usually up early. I set my alarm for 7. I suppose I could set it for 6 and get up and see if she's up, but then I'd be exhausted for the day. I have not been sleeping well. I don't know whether it's because of the, mess and things like that. I don't know if it's, it's just stressful. And I find that I'm a little cranky. And the other day I got mad at my mom and I felt so guilty. I don't remember what it was, but I just remembered the guilt, and I didn't tell anybody. And I'm thinking, and I prayed, God forgive me. And I realized it's not, it's the stress of not being able to go out on my balcony, not being able to open my windows, and of course with the heat doesn't help. And, having to go out and things like that. I think there's a lot going on. One thing that's kind of good and kind of not, I suppose. We've lived here, it was 5 years in January, and I have never used the dishwasher. And last week I started using it. I went out, when we went and got groceries, I was going down the clean detergents aisle, and I kept saying I'm gonna price, how much dishwasher detergent was and stuff, and it was expensive. A lot of them were expensive, but then I saw one, a store brand, 30 tabs for $6.99, whereas the things like Cascade and all these other ones were like $15, $20, I don't know, whatever it was. Really expensive, like over $10, $12, whatever. And I thought, oh, this is ridiculous for, I can wash dishes by hand. But the day I decided to try it, I had a lot of dishes. I'd been doing baking, and I had done some cooking and all kinds of things, and I had a lot of dishes, and I thought, oh, and I hate having dishes in the sink, which is totally opposite to when I was young. When I was young and I had the kids, I didn't care. I really didn't. If dishes were in the sink in the morning, whatever, I wash them, I didn't care. Now, I like my kitchen spotless before I go to bed, so that when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to think about that, just Mom's breakfast. So anyway, I finally I didn't look for the instruction. I'm sure they're in one of my drawers, because any new equipment that they put in here, like the fridge, the stove, the dishwasher, and the microwave, I think all the booklets or user guides are in my third drawer that I have there. I just didn't open it and didn't look, so I had to try and figure out how to use it, and finally I figured it out. And the first time I tried it, there's different levels: heavy, medium, normal, and light. And then there's eco, and there's all these other ones. But then there's also a rinse and clean cycle. Now, if I don't click on the heat dry, and I only click on the rinse cycle or whatever, and I press start, it'll only rinse it and sit there. So, you know, I was wondering why they weren't getting washed until I realized, well, I hadn't pushed the button for washing. Anyway, so I finally figured it out, and now I try and use it a little bit more often. I just hate using it for just a few little dishes, but then I figured, well, I gotta wash them anyway, so I started using the dishwasher after 5 years, and it's kind of handy, but we don't have a lot of like I only have so many dishes for breakfast plates and dinner plates. Like I've only got a couple. Like I don't have, you know, stacks of them like you do for a big family. So anyway, I started using that. So that's new. I have not done anything with my craft stuff. I have not done anything. I've got 2 piles. I did do laundry 2 weeks ago. I did laundry. I haven't done any since, and there's still 2 baskets full that I've got to do. I haven't been able to get out to see my brother. I am almost afraid to, because I was so upset the last time seeing him the way he is, and with Mom just not wanting to be there. Like she was horrible. We went, my sister-in-law was with him. We were in there 5 minutes. They had done a COVID test on us, one of those rapid test things before we went in. I think it was because they did have 1 case or something, or maybe it was over with, but you know, they were testing people coming in to visit, which is fine. We were negative, so that was okay. And I also went to the pharmacy. They're free here. I don't know, at our pharmacies, and I went and picked up 2 packages. I think they've got 5 tests in each one or something. And before we went to my daughter's for, what was it? I can't remember. Anyway, before we go to a big family gathering where there's other people there, we always like to do a test ahead of time. And for me, it's for Mom's protection more than anything else. And my daughter does the same thing with her family. So, yeah, so that's about it. I'm running long again, but I just wanted to come on and thank everyone for the lovely messages and concerns. We are fine. It's just, I cannot do anything in the daytime with that noise. I mean, I tried washing, I was washing the kitchen, you know, just washing down the cupboards that tend to get, you know, things spilled on them, especially where I keep the garbage in the cupboard, washing that all down in the fridge, and washing the floors and everything. I don't even have the energy to do that because of all the noise. And I mean, it's loud. And if I felt like it, I could always film them tomorrow morning or tomorrow when they come in. Thank God we got weekends free, because we need those 2 days. After 5 days of that hammering, we need it. I talked to my neighbor. She lives upstairs from us, and I talked to her, and we're both like just, you know, and that kind of thing is just not healthy, especially when you're in a stressful situation like we are, me with Mom. And you know, I was talking about visiting my brother, and I was so upset with Mom wanting to leave. I wasn't upset with Mom, I was upset with everything, I think. You know, the fact that, you know, I've lost my mom to this disease, I've lost my brother to this disease, I've lost my aunts and uncles on my mom's side, and it's scary. It's you know, I sometimes will get into a, you know, feel sorry for me kind of thing, like scared that they all developed it in their 80s. So if I should live long enough, if I live another 10 years, am I going to develop it? And it is frightening. And I told my daughter that there is no way I'm going to burden my children. No way. And yet nursing homes are a frightening prospect. I mean, if I had millions of dollars, my brother would not be there. Although they're good to him, it's not a life. It's an existence. They're waiting to die. They're waiting to die. It's just my opinion. It has nothing to do with the care. They've been super good. I have no complaints. That is one of the, where my brother is one of the nicer places that I have, been a part to, that I've seen and been in and visited people and, aunts and uncles and so on. It is one of the nicer and cleaner ones, and the staff seem happy. That's a big thing. When you have cranky staff, or you have people that are, not happy at work, and you can tell. I mean, you can tell when people are not happy at work. It's not a good place to go. So, but if I had millions of dollars, my brother would not be there. If I, we talk about winning a lottery. We all dream. He would not be there. He would have personalized special care, and probably have him and mom together where they can watch TV. I mean, I don't know if he watches TV because he's all bent over, but I would definitely have him propped up so that he could view TV and maybe watch cartoons. I mean, mom watches the TV. She just watches the kids, on the children's network that I have on for her, and she loves it. And sometimes they'll have cartoon things, but it's all learning stuff for kids. It's all learning things and reading and talking, and they have little kids and they have animals and they have cartoons, and she loves it, absolutely loves it. And I don't know if she's learning anything, but it's keeping her entertained. And I think that's what they all need, is a little entertainment, a little laughter, a little lightheartedness. So anyway, she's still eating fine. I have to do almost everything for her, and I was going to talk about it a while ago. Sometimes she'll dress herself in the morning. If I leave her clothes out for her, she dresses herself sometimes. She will put slacks and a top over top of her nightgown, and sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she'll have 2 pair of pants on, sometimes 1. But, the fact that she is getting ready in the morning makes her feel important, makes her feel good. When it's time for bed now, she doesn't know that it's her room. She just, where do I go now? And I always go with her. And we gently walk and talk, and, that's just, the way things are. But she seems to be happy. She seems to be healthy. She eats well. Her appetite has been going down a little bit, but I try to make sure that she gets, a good snack. Like she loves yogurt, and she loves ice cream. That's the other thing she loves. But I try and make sure that she has a balanced meal. I try to make sure that she has enough medicine for her bowels, to make sure that, because as I mentioned in other videos many times, we all know when elderly people they're not moving around enough, they need more fiber, or they get bound up, and it's important for them too. And she's been going great. She's been telling me about it, which is great, but sometimes she doesn't know that she has to go, and I have to take her to the washroom, make sure that she goes. And when I have to go for a pee, I will always kind of do a dance to Mom and say, Mom, I gotta go pee, I gotta go pee. It's just to keep her reminded that she has to go once in a while. So it's like talking to a child, you know. She's not wearing diapers. If I am concerned that she hasn't gone and she doesn't want to go before she goes to bed, I have been putting on a diaper on her, but she takes it off in the morning, I guess. She takes it off. I don't know, maybe in the middle of the night, but it's uncomfortable. So, and that's okay too, but it's just a precaution thing. But other than that, crafting with this work stuff going on around here and the noise and the irritation, and it just drives you crazy. I have just not, and I wouldn't film. I mean, you wouldn't hear me. You wouldn't, my daughter can't hear me on the phone and I'm talking like this. You wouldn't be able to hear me when I'm filming. So there's so much for that. And of course, filming at night, I really haven't anything to film for you because I'm not shopping. I'm not crafting. And the only thing I can do is have this quick conversation with you, although it's going like longer than I expected. 26 minutes already. I apologize, but it's good to see you guys again. It's good to hear from you. I see that Miss Leah has been doing some videos, which is great. Glad to see her back. I've been watching, you know, Lisa's hauls, and a lot of you guys I've been watching, and but basically I've been, you know, sitting on my computer here going over all kinds of things. Of course, the biggest thing I'm glued to is the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I have my own opinions, and I don't know if I should tell you. I'm justice for Johnny, I'm afraid. I have been watching that young fella since he first started, and I like his character. I like the fact that, you know, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman, and my first impressions, I always believe you have to. I wasn't going to get into this. It's so important for women to speak up when they have been abused in any way, physically, emotionally. You know, it's so important to bring that to the forefront. On the other hand, I have been witness to false claims. I'm 71 years old. I've lived a long time. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. And there's always two sides to every story. And I have seen firsthand, excuse me, I have seen firsthand both sides of that situation. And things are not always what they appear to be. And you have to be very careful on judging people until you have the facts. So, excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat from talking too much. And I have. And I've given you an opinion I hadn't planned on, but I am glued to it. And that's my entertainment. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for letting me babble on. And we'll see you next time, whenever that'll be. Bye for now.